Did you ever doubt yourself that you could close? Um, a little bit. What's up, Shane? Yo, I might see you very soon, bro. I might see you very soon. You're in Playa, right? Yeah, I might be out there with you, man. How long are you in Playa? But yeah, dude. Yeah, there was definitely times that I doubted myself with closing for sure. What makes you ask? Hey, bro, can't complain, dog. Are you there just indefinitely, or how long you staying there for? What up, Nathan? So, couple ways to do that, Aaron. It's a good question. So, are you on an offer that's had previous closers? Give me context about the offer, and I'll tell you the best way to extract cash from that CRM. Um, 200 grand, Aaron. 200 grand. Um, wait. What the fuck? Oh, my phone is tweaking. Okay, I can't see the previous message, but I think you were saying that you find yourself doubting yourself. What has you doubting yourself? What's reality showing you that has you doubting yourself? Okay. So the easiest place, right, is to go into the CRM and look at all the past closers deals that were like that they didn't close. Um, that's a good place to start. Another good place to start is the opt-ins that were like good opt-ins, but they were no-shows, right? So maybe they put that they have $10,000 to invest, like they're overall a good lead, but for one reason or another they didn't book or they didn't show up. Do you guys, is there upsell potential on that offer? Or is it just one package? Because that's another place too. If you can upsell people into like a more expensive package, I would look at all the people on the lower tier programs and then call them and try to upsell them into the higher tier. But the easiest thing, dude, is just the people who are good applications that didn't get booked or didn't buy. And the ones at the last closers fucked up. I've collected a lot of cash from those types of leads. Nathan, I need you to send me an offer doc, bro, for the offer that you're talking about. Bad thing is we have low turnover rate, so most closers have been here forever. Okay, well, that's not a bad thing, bro. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, are there closers who've left? Okay, 1,500 and 1,600. So boom, yeah. So that would help. I mean, that would work. So all the 1,500 people, you can call them and try to upsell them into the 68. And if there's okay, so there's low turnover rate. They've been there forever, but are there closers who've left? I suppose that I doubt I could close because every convo is different. I think I just need to do more mock reps. Okay, so you're not on an offer, or are you on an offer, Mister? We've only had one closer quit in 1 year. Damn, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. That's good. That's good. Okay. So then, do you have setters? I mean, this is kind of the setter's job, but people who are a good application who didn't book. And also, another thing, bro, is all your leads that you haven't gotten a decision from, get a decision from them. Like all the leads that could have moved forward, and maybe you lost it to some type of objection. Maybe it was like logistics, and then it just slipped through the cracks. Like getting a decision from everyone is a good place to start because then you could just fucking close the mental tab of this person if you just get a decision, yes or no. You'll be surprised. You'll scrape up a lot of cash that way if you could just like increase the aggression a little bit and not leave anybody up in the air. What's good, Newt? What's good, Newt? Newt, why are you here, bro? You're supposed to be banging some fucking dials. Got some people in the dealership. Newton Kamami. Nope, just introduced to high ticket sales. How long did it take to land your first offer? What'd your journey look like? I landed my first offer fairly quickly because I was aggressive. Yeah, I was super aggressive with it. How new? How new? Like when you say just introduced, but you also said more mock calls. So like, how long have you been aware of high ticket sales? Do you know how to close Nigerians? Nah, bro. I couldn't tell you. It's like Nigerians are similar to Indians, where they're very driven by identity. So if you can identity frame them super hard, the same way you would identity frame an Indian super hard, that'll shank them. Especially Nigerian men, they really pride themselves in being providers. Aaron, join the masterclass, dog. Join the masterclass. You know the key word. Comment the key word. We have a lot of Nigerians. They like Amazon for some reason. Yeah, one of my clients sells on an Amazon offer. She just did like 34K yesterday or Saturday. Saturday. Was it yesterday? No, Saturday. Yeah, bro. They just, Nigerians just, I mean, Africans in general just like reliability. You know, that's why we drive like Hondas and Toyotas and shit. They like reliability. The identity frame and challenging the past inaction is going to be huge for closing a Nigerian, though. They rip hard. Yeah, they do. Aaron, jump on the masterclass, bro. I think you'll get some sauce. I can tell you're asking more advanced questions. I think you'll get some sauce. What's going on with your lead flow? What's up, Hanish? No, it's not the fucking keyword. The keyword's pinned. Magic Moses. How long did it take you to hit your first 10K month consistently? Oh man, it took me 10 months. It took me 10 months, and I have clients who've done it their very first month because they learned from my mistakes. So Mister, what has you wanting to get? What has you wanting to get in the high ticket in the first place? Like you found out about it 2 weeks ago. What has you wanting to do this? Are you going to cultivate? Give me context. What do you? I think I know what you mean by that, but I'm not going to assume. What do you mean by that? Oh. See, I was thinking about some completely different shit. Is it in October? I might not be in Florida, bro. I might be on some homeless nomadic shit. I think Bruno was in my live and he told me it's in like October. Okay. Have you started applying for roles, mister? It feels so weird calling you mister. Have you started applying for offers? How do I know if the offer I'm in is the right vehicle? If the what makes you ask? What's making you ask that question? 'Cause I can answer that question in so many ways. Not yet. I feel like I should wait till I get some experience. Do you think how do you think you're gonna get experience? Like, how do you expect yourself to get experience if you're not in the actual arena, if you're not in the ring? You see what I'm saying? If you're doing mock calls with others, so I'm asking you two questions about that, right? A is, do you believe that a mock call is going to give you the same level of experience, the same level of anxiety that you get on a call as just hopping on real calls? And two, are you mock calling with people who are making 20 to 30 grand a month, or who are you mock calling with? I've had inconsistent months in terms of booking and close rate. Okay. So what has been your close rate and cash collected each month over the last 3 months? I'll give you an answer here, Moses. Like, I'm gonna keep asking you for context so I can be able to give you a full answer. But this is the exact topic I'm talking about this Sunday. So I think you also should comment chill so that you could get access to the masterclass that's live this Sunday. Because this is also something I'm really going in depth about. Mock calling with other students, most are new. So think about it this way, okay? Let's say you want to perfect your jumper. Let's say you want to perfect your jumper, and then you and your boy, who is also ass at ball, wants to perfect his jumper, and so y'all go to the court and y'all are shooting together, blind leading the blind. You're not going to be able to tell him to fix his form. He's not going to be able to tell you because you both don't know what you don't know. And what's even worse than that is now you're instilling bad habits. You're doing the wrong thing over and over again, and you don't even realize it. And then you're double fucked because now you need to unlearn shit. First month, my close rate was 45. Okay, how much cash collected though? How much cash collected? Magic Moses. How much cash collected, and what was your close rate for each month, each of those 3 months? What's good, Izzy? What is good, Izzy? Bro, y'all should have pulled up on Sunday. It was fun. It was fun. Mimo, what's up? We had round two, bro, yesterday. I mean, Newton and I didn't get back to like 2 a.m., bro. We were in that place for like 2 full days. I agree to apply for offers and just learn from that experience. Yeah, I mean, yeah, bro, that's gonna be the best way to get experience is like actually being in the arena. It's okay to get fired then if you don't perform well in the first offer. Do you keep going, or is your reputation ruined? So I think you should also comment that word chill to get access to the masterclass where I'm gonna answer this question in depth as well. There's a lot of like misconceptions, or a lot of things that people don't understand, right? Like it's almost like you're expecting perfection. So if you say no, I mean no, sorry, if you get fired from your first offer, is that enough for you to just quit? Is that enough for you to throw the towel? Hey, how are you? How are you? Def not. Once you say it out loud, it makes no sense to quit out loud. Exactly. 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 Why does the course that you're in have you role playing with people who are not experienced? Like, why do they have the blind leading the blind? Stunner Hunter. Dex Williams, what's good? What up, Haley? What up, Kate? What up, Ease? What's good? What's good? No clue. I'm supposed to practice with them, but now you said it. It's like the blind leading the blind. Yeah, there's a whole lot of shit. There's a whole lot of shit like that happens in the space where they'll people, they'll take your money, they'll put you in the program, and then just like give you no support and just tell you to go role play with people who also are not making the money you would make. It doesn't make sense. This Sunday, man. This Sunday. This Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. What's Sunday's date? 19th. 19th at 3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you're seeing how little sense that makes now though. And 2 weeks is, you're still early on, you're still new, so you don't have to unlearn a bunch of shit. Thanks, bro. I'll catch Sunday. Thanks for the advice. Cool. Can you so hop out of here real quick? Hop out of here and jump into your DMs and go into that link and then hit register for it. And then you can come back and I'll answer whatever else you got for me. But go hop in there and go register real quick so it doesn't collect dust in your DMs. Katie, Haley, I can't just be in here and just be quiet and just be sneaky. Are you guys closers? Closers, setters? Are you interested in getting into the space? What's the advice on follow up call presentations? What would you include? What's the context? What do you sell? Why is there a follow up? Why didn't they buy on the first call? Give me as much context as you can. Perfect. July 13th, 2027. 2027? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's today. It's July 19th, 2026. It's not next year, this year. Okay. I graduated from an academy not too long ago, looking for a role now. Okay. What challenges are you having with finding a role so far? How's the hunt going? B2B, not always decision makers on the call. Okay. What do you sell? Like B2B, like enterprise B2B? Or what solutions are you selling to what kind of businesses? Making sure it's the right fit. How long have you been applying for? When did you graduate the academy? AI powered creative service. Okay. What kind of businesses are these? Okay. So is this like enterprise? Are these like 20, 30 million, $100 million companies? 2 weeks ago. Okay. How many have you applied to so far, Haley? Have you been on and how many have you applied to and like have you been on interviews? Mid market. So how much do they typically make a year? This will help me answer your question. Like what's their revenue usually like? No interviews yet. Okay. So have you been applying to roles? Because I know you said you're waiting to see what's the right fit. Have you been applying to roles, or what's your hunt been looking like? Why do you feel like you haven't gone on interviews in 2 weeks? Varying. They've usually worked with agencies in the past, though. Okay. Okay. So you said creative AI solutions. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So how do they end up on your calendar then? Like, is it through paid ads funnel? Haley, I think it's the lack of experience. Okay. So if it's the let me help you out here. So the closers who also don't have experience, but are still at least landing interviews. We could talk about getting roles, but at least landing interviews. What do you think they do differently? Paid ads. Okay. Okay. So they see ad for creative solutions. Okay. When you say varying, like I want to understand more about the size of these companies. Are they under 1 million a year? Are they doing like 50 million a year? That says a lot about the sales process. So what's the range that they vary from? What up? I don't even want to try to say that. Check. I'm gonna just say check. What's up, She? Ray? What up, Lucas? Have you done B2B sales? I sell B2B for my own offer, so yeah, I sell to business owners. Okay, I see. I see. So, in that case, what's up, Catherine? In that case, then, the way I like to start those kinds of calls, if there's multiple people, is finding out everybody's role, right? Finding out who does what, who and who is who, so you can understand what's up, Karina. So you can understand who you're speaking to in what context, right? Because the worst thing you could do is not know who's here for what reason and not address every single person based on what they're there for. So that's the first thing I would do. Secondly, is I would bring up the shit that you talked about in your discovery earlier on and the pain points and the problems that you found and I'd bring up the things that they've tried solving it that haven't worked, and talk about your solution and how your solution ties into those things. Well, first of all, are we on the same page? So after that, I would say, okay, are we on the same page that this is the fucking problem here? And then I would bring up, and then are we on the same page that this is what you guys have tried to do that hasn't worked? Okay, cool. This is exactly how we're going to solve that. And then I would tie the solution in. Also, just don't be intimidated by all the people. Um, okay, Ray, I'm answering in a second. Where there's multiple stakeholders, yes, yes. What are your thoughts on leaving an offer? Been with this offer for 4 months. Show rate is 30 to 40%. Majority super cold leads. Have no idea what we are or the business. Okay. Okay. How much cash have you collected each month for those 4 months? Yeah, how much cash are you collecting? What's up, Singe? Karina, I already said hi. Zarina, actually, Zarina, I think that's how you say it. Zarina, are you a closer? 40 to 50K a month for the last 4 months. Okay. And you said the show rate's 30 to 40%. What's the offer? What do you sell? Yes, nice. What do you sell, Zarina? Miss Mara, what up? What up? What up? Ironically, it's helping sales reps escape sales and use their skills to start a lead gen agency. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. How do you get? Oh, nice, nice. I used to sell something similar, Zarina. Okay. How do you get these leads? It's paid ads. How do people end up on your calendar? One-on-one nurse training for aesthetic treatments. Yeah, I used to sell something super similar. Is this a program that teaches them how to start a med spa, or is it just the aesthetics treatments? Mostly through paid ads. Can I hop in the live and talk more about it? Oh, it's a lot to explain. Give me as much context as you maybe let me see. Just give me context through here. Yeah, just give me context through here. Two things. One is I could potentially bring you my on live on my masterclass this Sunday. I don't typically bring people up on these lives, but I could probably bring you up Sunday. So comment the word chill so you could get the link for that, and then go register and come back, and then keep giving me context, and I'll give you as much of a detailed answer as I can. Beauty in a blink. I remember you. What up? What up? What up? What up, Jason? Roberto, what's good? What's good with you, bro? Been collecting cash lately. Nice, dude. Are you taking calls again? Or what's the case? You got some lead flow now? What up, Loonsy? Slowly coming through. Okay. How many calls? How many calls you taking like a month? 1 a week. Okay. Okay. And are you closing them? So that's four. So how many deals have you gotten this month? But we got the setter running around the DMs now. Nice. How many units are you getting per month? One for one this month. Okay. Nice, dude. Two for two. Shit. Good. Good. What do you think's holding your DM setter back from booking more calls? Yeah, yeah. What do you think's holding back? Nice. Yeah, I know we've been talking for a while in the DMs. I know lead volume is like the big thing for you. Being able to book more calls. No, I'm not muted. I'm not muted. Maybe I just need to speak up. But I was saying I know lead volume has been the big thing for you. I know we've been talking for a while in the DMs. What up, Michael? What up? What up? What's good? Mauricio, what up? Are you a closer, setter? Yo, what up? Miraculous. What's good? Here you a closer, Sutter? Hey mate, what's good, man? What are you a closer or Sutter or okay, business owner? Okay. So you have your own offer. What's your business? What do you sell? What do you sell, my man? Tech ad. Okay, so like helping people get tech careers or like helping them like become better technically? Like what? Yeah, elaborate what you mean. What up, Jody? Both. Help them get the skills to start a career over six figures. Nice, dude. Those are good offers. Those are good offers. How are things going? Who takes calls? Do you have a sales team or are you the one who takes calls? Different courses, cybersecurity, network engagement, develops programming. Sick. Who takes the sales calls? Well, first of all, are you selling through sales calls or is it like through a website? Marcus, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up, Vishal? Yeah, I have sales team. I love your videos and sales philosophy. Divided. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, dude. What's up, Marcia? What objections does your sales team get the most? Nice to see you, Marcia. Hope you're doing well. Eric, what up? Both website sales funnels. Okay, I think there's a delay. Yeah, because I asked that question a minute ago. I think there's probably a big delay. I'm in a library right now, so bear with me. Um, okay, so I'll wait for it to catch up so you can hear my question about the objections, like what objections your sales team gets. Spouse objections. That's actually in the agenda for tomorrow, Marcia. That's in the agenda for tomorrow. Is we're going to talk about spouse objections, and I have calls to show on how to pre-handle that and handle it. I noticed that a lot of with the team is changing how they view sales before the feedback can land. That's what like the last few things have been about is changing their perspective to sales. And also just understanding that it is very ethical to expect somebody to make a decision on the call. And it's a very reasonable thing to expect. What up, Zachariah? Does accent matter when it comes to dialing? If you're Indian, it matters. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The Indian accent does not resonate very well with most first world countries. But if it's anything other than that, then nah, you'll be good. What's your accent? What up, TJ? Glowing Mama? What up, Glowing Mama? TJ was good. Oh, nah, you should be good then. Yeah, you should be good. Like I have clients who have like a thick um Romanian accent. One of the best salespeople that I know ever has a thick Italian accent. So, nah, Morocco accent, you'll be good. Yes, Marcia, it does. It does. It definitely does. I had a coworker, right, on one of the offers that I sold for, and he had a very long Muslim name, and he did the same exact pre-call as everybody else on the team, but he consistently had the lowest show rate. And his show rate started to improve when he shortened his name, which sucks that he has to do that, but we don't make the rules. Yeah, it definitely does. People get weird about stuff like that. I'm sure my last name has probably affected show rate in some way. Like I'm sure there's someone who saw my last name and they were like, "Yeah, I'm not fucking up on the call." Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Zachariah, what do you sell? Are you a phone setter? Bama boy, what up? What's good, TJ? Hafsa, what up? TJ, how you living, bro? You're a closer on that offer? A setter. Okay. Okay. And what's making you think that your accent might be affecting your results? It's a brand new offer, so entirely outbound leads. Okay, when you say outbound leads, like they're not opting into anything. What do you mean? What up, Boardza? I feel like I've seen your name a few times. Boardza sales. Yeah, it's only the cold call, meaning no inbound leads. That's why I struggle a bit with booking. That sounds like a bad offer, to be honest with you. Yeah, it sounds like a shit offer. It does not sound like a good offer. See you tomorrow, Marcia. Thank you for stopping by. Always good hearing from you. The Wolf, what up? What up? You're right. I'm just trying to get better at dialing and increase confidence. I mean, yeah, dude, but like if you're not getting any inbound leads, that's not even high ticket sales. That's like you're an outbound SDR. That's like a completely different role. Um, Wolf, are you a closer, setter? What do you do? What up, Mike? What up? What up? What up, Jada? Okay. So, Jada, are you comfortable with me reading the question out loud that you asked me? Yo, yo. Y'all said the same shit. Mike, what's good? How are the calls, bro? A closer. What do you sell? Okay, so Jada, you asked me, how do you navigate your early times? I appreciate that. My shit getting long. I'm catching up. I'm catching up to you before you know it. Appreciate you though. So the question is, how did you navigate early times in high ticket when you were struggling financially? So, and then I asked, mentally or how did you get by? And you said both. So, how did I get by? I haven't been in a place before where I'm like actually struggling to pay bills and I'm like I don't know how I'm going to be able to pay this bill. But I have been in a place where my credit card and my bank account are like neck and neck. And I'm like, fuck. If I pay my entire credit card off, then I'm like fucked. Right. And so how I navigated it, yes, thank you. Thank you. You'll get out of this. You'll get out of this for sure. How I navigated it though was always making sure, and this may or may not be helpful for you. What's up, Scatter Ice? Wolf, what do you sell, man? What do you sell? How, sorry, I keep fucking beating on that. How I navigated this was always keeping money in the bank and paying my debt very slowly so my account doesn't get to zero, right? Like that was the biggest thing for me is not letting my account get to zero. So even if it's like only a few grand in the bank, that's what gave me the peace of mind that I'm not gonna like go homeless, is not letting my account get low. Um, Also, I would look at like, okay, what is the problem? Like, what is the problem in front of me, and why am I actually not making money? And I would do the math and see, is it an offer thing or is it a me thing? And at that time, when I was selling for the company that you know that you were also selling for, mathematically, it I wasn't even getting enough volume on the offer to be able to make the money I want to make. Like when I would work backwards and see how many calls do I need to get to be able to like make a sustainable living, even with me doing outbound house and stuff, it was like triple the amount of calls that I was getting. So the first problem that I solved was getting off of that offer and getting on an offer. I was very intentional with the next offer that I got onto. I was very intentional about making sure that I'm going somewhere where success has been proven and I'm not going in there and starting from from the ground up with the business owner. So tactically, like that's how I was able to get not get even deeper in a bad financial situation, is being proactive at solving the problem that was right in front of me. What's up, Maida? The data usually tells the correct story. Exactly, exactly. That's number one. I hope that's a helpful answer for you. Number two is mentally. Mentally, it was fucking tough. What's up, Verna? Mentally, it was fucking tough. I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. Um, I think prayer helped a lot. I think forcing abundance helped, even when I was in a rough place, like making sure I'm still releasing money, I'm still giving money to the homeless dude, like I still kept. And again, this may not be like the most responsible advice, but I still kept my spending habits the same, because here's the thing about money. Money is an energy, right? It's an energy, and it flows, okay? And so if the shit's not coming in, then it has to go out. If it's not coming in, it has to go out. So you have to intentionally create this flow of money. And if you like try to drop your spending habits, then you're indirectly telling the world that there's a limited amount of money. There's a scarce amount of money. So let me protect the money that I have. Yo, I totally missed this on YouTube. Not to get racial. Serious question. Do prospects generally like you better, middle-aged or white or black? Honestly, I think all prospects kind of fuck with me, except for like, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say that. Just curious, do you know someone from Morocco in the info space? No, I don't. I don't. Create the flow. This is good. Yes. Yes. Keep your spending habits the same. Ignite that flow. And also like start solving the problem that's in front of you. But not to get racial, but serious question, which prospects like you better? Middle-aged white or middle-aged black? Yeah, I don't know. They kind of like I don't struggle with either of them. I think middle-aged black and middle-aged white love me. Middle-aged black women love me the most though. They love me the most. I got another YouTube question here. What up, Millionaire Grind? Yo, brother, following you on Instagram for a while. Interested in learning high ticket sales. I watched your video on what exactly it is, but I'm interested how your first steps look. Ask me a little more of a specific question, bro. Ask me a little more of a specific question. Be honest with me. How is it being black in the high ticket industry? I thought being black would hold me back. Um, you thought being black would hold you back. Why do you think being black would hold you back? Why do you believe that? There's an interesting quote that one of my managers told me that is always stuck with me. And it's the world is not as it is, the world is as you are. The world is not as it is, the world is as you are. And I think you can see where I'm going with based off the question you just asked me, that being my answer. Like you never deal with racism. Yeah. The world is not as it is, it's as you are. Facebook blocked my ads and I'm trying to sign my first high ticket client. Any suggestions? I mean, dude, advertise from a different account. Yeah, advertise from a different account or a different ads manager. Or you could go organic. Guys, I'm about to hop on a sales call here in like 2 minutes. I just feel like stereotypes of our people might affect how people view me on a call. Okay, do you think there are black closers who also deal with those stereotypes and are able to see success? And if so, if you do believe that, what do you think is the difference between you and them? Chris, you and I have been speaking. Yes, I do. Okay. What do you think is the difference between you and them? What do you think is the difference between me and you? What up, Kenneth? I don't know what's the difference between you and me and you tell me. You tell me. Okay. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And I don't see. I actually have a whole YouTube video about this, about seeing success in white collar industries as a black guy. I just like simply don't believe that it exists. I don't believe that people are looking at me different. And they probably are. They probably are. But holding that belief doesn't serve me. So I don't hold that belief. Chris, I'm about to end this, man, because I have a call here. But comment the word chill so you can get the link to register for this Sunday's masterclass. And I'm gonna do a lot more Q&A in there, and I'm gonna answer stuff like this. And I'm gonna get tactical on how to actually find an offer. So comment the word chill in the comments there so you could get that link before I end this. Do you think prospects are easier to close than Do you think UK prospects are easier to close than USA or the other way around? Definitely US. Definitely US prospects are much easier to close than UK. UK motherfuckers are super, what do you call it? Skeptical, just super skeptical, like more than Americans. All right, Chris, I see you. Go in there and register so it doesn't collect dust in your DMs, and I'll see you Sunday, and I'll do all the Q&A that you want, and we'll talk soon. Peace. All right, my YouTube friends, I'm about to end this too. Better jump in a call. See y'all next time I do these. Peace.